This week joining us on Used Car Heaven is Alistair Richardson, who's 32 and from Wakefield. Alistair is married with 2 children and works as an IT sales manager, and he currently drives a new shape Audi A4 turbo diesel. But he's reached the age where he wants a second car to have fun in, so he's after a Roadster with a budget of around £9,000. Hi Alistair.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. At the moment you've got what, the Audi?
Yeah, I've got an Audi A4 1.9 TDI.
Which is a cracking car.
Yep.
But you want to change it and get a second car?
Yeah, we're looking for something just for me really. I'm being a bit selfish. I'd like something to go to work and back, just me and my briefcase really.
So what sort of budget have you got to spend?
Somewhere between about 8 and 9k.
About 8 and 9k?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more for the right car possibly?
Yeah.
If 10 maybe?
Yeah, if we see the right thing, then I'm sure we can stretch to that.
And what attracts you to a Roadster?
Well, it's just the fact that I've never had one before. I've had a coupe, I've had a 4-wheel drive, I've had an executive car, but now I just want something, I'm going through that middle-aged, the old change, so I just want something a little bit more sporty and just something I've never had before, really.
Okay, what about this? This is the MGF. Great badge, great heritage, mid-engine Roadster, 1.8. It's got the revised interior as well, which is a big step up for me over the older cars.
Yeah, well, the MG, as far as I can see, it is a nice looking car. As you say, a great heritage, racing heritage. There's a few doubts in my mind about the MG to start with. People that I know that have had them in the past, just some of the reviews I've seen. But I'm looking forward to driving it and just seeing how it goes.
Okay, it's just over £9,000 this car, about £9,200. It's a V-Reg, so it's 3 years old now. Mm-hmm. Not bad money. What about this BMW Z3? Again, it's got the right badge on it. Now this is a little bit more expensive, this car. This is a 2-litre, one of the revised cars. I mean, for this one you'd be paying about £14,000 or £15,000, but you can get Z3s within your price range. So we thought we'd offer this one up, see what you think of it. Okay. If you really love it, then you can go and look for one for about £10,000. Yeah,
well, I've had a BMW before, one of the lower end 3 Series. I was very happy with the car. A little bit underpowered for the size of the car. It was obviously one of the smaller engines. But being as this is a 2-litre, I'm looking forward to getting in there and seeing how it works.
It is. I mean, it's 150 brake horsepower. It's actually the most powerful of the 3 cars today. It cost £24,000 new, this, and now 14 or 15. So it's holding its value reasonably well.
Yep.
And finally, we've got the Mazda MX-5. The car that sort of pretty much started off the Roadster tradition again back in the late 1980s when they brought the first MX-5 out. Mm-hmm. Again, they've had various revisions over the years. This cost about 19 grand new, and this is just under £10,000 now.
Well, I've heard a lot of good things about the Mazda MX-5. Obviously very popular. Lots of them out there in the marketplace, so I'm sure I could get a good deal on something like this.
Absolutely. It's a pure driver's car, this. I think you'll enjoy it. We need to take it out for a drive. Jump in.
In 1990, Mazda brought out their MX-5, and until then there was no market for 2-seater Roadster sports cars. Now there's a whole raft of imitations. The Z3, the MGF, all owe their existence to this, the Mazda MX-5. Over the years it's been refined and then refined some more to get the car we've got today. It's an 1800 fuel-injected engine with ABS and power-assisted steering and lots of other refinements. Now, it has been adopted by the ladies who lunch and hairdressers that lunch, and the car has got a real problem. But if you get inside and drive it, you're reminded about what a 2-seater Roadster is all about. Inside, it's luxurious without being flash, if you know what I mean. Lots of leather, radio cassette, electric windows and mirrors, but it's still got that plasticky Japanese feel. But don't let that put you off, because this car is all about the drive. This particular car has got 45,000 miles on the clock. It's an S on a 98. Quite frankly, the mileage shows. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but again, it represents great value, £10,000. That includes the garish gold paint job, which apparently adds value. Not for me, it doesn't. Anyway, I've always had a soft spot for MX-5s ever since I wrote one off, but that's a different story for another day. Alistair, I heartily recommend it.
Give me a fat beat!
Thanks, Brendan. Well, car number 1 for Alistair is the Mazda MX-5, and this is it's an S-Reg, so it's 4 or 5 years old now. Mm-hmm. How many miles? It's done 45,000 miles?
Yeah, 45.
Cost nearly £19,000 new, but now just under the 10 mark. What do you think of it?
Well, it definitely feels like a Roadster should, I think.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, the handling is it's so sensitive.
It's spot on, isn't it?
Yeah, you know you're driving a Roadster, and around these country roads, you know, it's a joy to drive, really.
It is. So what about the power in it, Alistair? Does it feel quick enough for you?
I don't know. I mean, I was driving the A4 diesel. It's a very torquey drive.
Yeah.
This, I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest.
Were you?
I thought it'd be a bit quicker, yeah.
Any major dislikes about it at the moment?
Not really. No, I mean, it could do with a little bit more power, I suppose, but that's only a minor niggle. It drives well. I like the feel and I like the interior.